Welcome to Everything But The Kitchen Dink, the podcast where we discuss all things pickleball with your hosts, Rob and Andy.
Welcome back, everybody, to Everything But The Kitchen Dink.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm a bit more excited, clearly, than you are.
With your hosts, Rob and Andy. I'm always excited to be here.
Yeah, me too.
Just
me too.
Like the weeks are flying by. It's like, I feel like we only did a podcast yesterday.
I know. I feel like we only did one last week.
Yeah. Go on.
Oh,
sorry to interrupt you.
Okay,
Go
on. Right, where were we?
Well, let's talk about our week this week.
Well, first of all, I've just driven here, and there's snow.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're in
There's
March.
snow on your road.
Nearly April.
It's ridiculous. It's freezing in here. You've clearly turned the heat off for the spring, haven't
Well, have
you?
you seen what the bills are like at the moment?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
It is.
I don't care. I'd rather be warm.
Yeah, no, it's mad.
It's freezing. Go on, let's talk about our week then.
Well, there's not a lot to talk about.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
We had our social night Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We've been struggling again, but
it was 2 weeks for me, wasn't it?
Yeah. I feel like there's a struggle going on with you, a bit mentally and paddly. I think you're finding it difficult because at the moment you're just finding it difficult because we're not in a flow of playing, and also you're changing your paddles every couple of games.
Yeah.
And I think it's causing you issues because I went through this phase a long time ago where I was literally changing paddles all the time. And I know we do it because we have to review paddles for here. And I know it's difficult because we want to give you listeners our thoughts on a lot of the top paddles.
I'm sacrificing my career for the listeners.
Well, there you go.
Although I'm not sacrificing because I get where you're coming from. I've got so many paddles and so many paddles I've not used that I thought I pulled out a paddle that I got in the summer when we went to Diadem, and I thought I'll use that.
Yeah.
But then I'm not confused about the paddles because I know we'll talk about it coming up. We've got a tournament at the weekend.
Well, that was my concern.
But let me tell you where I'm going with this.
Okay.
So I know now when I go what's going in my bag. I know the 3 paddles that I'm going to take with me.
Same here.
And that's why, in hindsight, it wasn't the right thing to do. I hadn't played for 2 weeks, and I took 2 or 3 paddles that I wanted to try. But where the confusion is coming in for me now is the indoor and outdoor, because I'm realizing when we play in the with the outdoor balls, when we went to Blackburn last time, and we're going again tomorrow, we're reviewing paddles and we're using paddles that are essentially, it's almost now 2 different sports, I find.
Can I give you my take on this?
Yeah.
Well, I think that, yes, I think that certain paddles work better with the outdoor balls than they do with the indoor balls. But there are now a lot of paddles on the market, and you have quite a few of them that work in both scenarios.
Yes.
So
yes.
I think you need to find one that works in both scenarios.
Which I've got.
Yeah,
but maybe in hindsight, having not played for 2 weeks, I shouldn't have broken out a paddle that I've not used before and then used another one that I've not used before after that. That probably wasn't the wisest thing to do.
Implore you to please bring to the session tomorrow.
Yes.
You know what I'm going to say?
My Pro 4.
Yes. Because when you've played your best pickleball, it has been with that paddle by far. And I know for a fact that paddle will work both indoor and outdoor. So please bring it tomorrow, use it, and then I want you to use it again at the weekend at the tournament.
Okay.
Because we'll be playing the same balls.
See, I've left that out of my bag for a long time.
Yes, and I don't know why. Well, it's because you've got so many other ones.
Because I'm researching paddles for the wider community. But I also have to, I have to realize that after not being out for 2 weeks, I need to ease back into it. And that is with the paddles I'm comfortable with. However, playing on the wooden floor, I also realize is not the best judgment for these paddles that I've never used before. And I don't think we should be, basing our reviews on indoor use alone. So it was
I
pretty
agree
pointless
with you.
exercise. And then I actually, which we'll get into
Well,
later.
I think we should do it now. While we're talking about paddles, we should do the whole
hold on.
paddle
Don't
thing.
get carried away. Hold your horses. Come on.
I'm very excited.
Come on.
I'm very excited.
So I used the duo that we reviewed last week, and I'm going to do a little update on that, and
Yes.
you're going to do an update on the Black Opal, but we're going to do that later. Let's stick to scripts.
Oh, okay.
Because then
I thought we would do
we'll
it
forget
now.
other things that are important as well. And to be honest, we've got so much coming up in this episode.
Yeah.
I don't actually think we'll get through everything.
Okay.
So we'll keep our eye on the time. And
Are you sure now that you don't want to discuss the paddles?
I'm
while we're talking
100%
about
sure.
paddles?
I've never been sure of anything in my life.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, that's what we'll do. And if stuff gets moved to next week, we will definitely do these paddle reviews now. Not now, but this episode.
All right. You're the boss.
Fine.
By the sounds of it.
It's nice to be a boss some aspects of my life.
Very true.
Okay.
Okay.
So
What do you want to talk about,
so
Andy?
just talking about our session last night.
Yes.
Obviously, I've said that I made some errors. However, it was
Yeah. You know what your biggest error was?
turning up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I figured I had to go back at some point.
Well, actually, with the hail last night, we were close
Oh,
not
it
to
was
turning up.
horrendous. I mean, what is going on in England? I know there's other stuff going on in the world, but come on, it's like hurricane, like monsoon weather
I know. It's awful.
towards the end of March. It's ridiculous.
I've got a puppy, for God's sake. I'm trying to get her outside, and it's
Well,
like a nightmare.
I know.
Anyway,
Sun's shining now.
yeah, for 5 minutes till it hailstones again. Go on.
But anyway, so there's always a bit of confusion. We're convincing ourselves now that we've got to just enjoy it. And we said this week that we're actually very lucky. We have each other as male partners, and that's never going to change. We're stuck with each other.
Well, it is changing.
Well, it isn't changing.
Because you're not bloody here for the Open, are you? Which we'll talk about soon.
But we're very lucky in that respect, that because
we are lucky.
we keep saying forget about Duper, but then I keep getting 3 phone calls a day about Duper from you.
But you're right.
But we don't have to worry. We're very lucky. We don't have to worry about Duper.
No.
Only in the mixed. And I saw something. Where was it? I saw it was in a tournament, and I think it might have been in England. And it was saying you cannot enter if your Duper is not at that certain level.
Yeah.
Where was it?
I don't know. Is it America?
And that's where the problem comes in, where the Duper is false, or
Well, I think we're okay in this country.
But we're okay because wherever we play, we're gonna, unless one of us can't make it, which generally is me.
Yeah.
We are lucky in that respect. But and because of that, we have to. And you know what? Regardless of that, you've got to forget about Duper. You've got to forget about it.
I forgot about it.
Well, it's funny because you called me yesterday going on about it.
Only to moan about Duper. I don't care about my Duper. I look at other people and other players that I know and look at their Duper, and I know that they're a lot better than their Duper. So it means nothing. And you're right. We're lucky because it doesn't matter what our Duper are for the men's, because we've got each other. So
and we should be.
We can enter wherever we want.
We should be purely going in for enjoyment, and yet last night there was still the stress there.
Yes, there is the stress
and it shouldn't be, but the stress is on ourselves because we try and push ourselves too much.
We're too competitive and we want to win. But we're going to go to this tournament at the weekend in Sheffield. Come and say hello if you're there.
Get your sticker.
We're going to want to win. We're not going to want to turn up and just have fun.
But I see it. But it should be.
But we should have fun and win.
It should be our podcast. We love doing the podcast. It's so much fun, and that's what it should be like on court.
Yeah.
But nobody likes to go, regardless of Duper.
Nobody likes.
You don't want to not put on. You don't want to represent yourself poorly, do you?
No, exactly.
And that's the thing.
And getting beaten off, on the court,
however,
is a horrible feeling. So you want to win.
Light at the end of the tunnel is that I do feel we're coming out of this. I don't want to say darkness, but this period,
darkness, my old friend.
Your injuries and us not getting court time. I actually do feel like we're coming out of it now.
I do. I do.
Injuries and everything are out the way. The business, we're always busy. It's just the way it is. But I feel like this week we're going to be playing 3 times for the first time in probably about 6 months, aren't we?
Are we? Well, I know we're playing tomorrow. What are we playing?
We'll play twice.
Oh yeah, we're playing in the tournament. Of course.
And I'm excited. And we've decided also that if we can't get a foursome when we go and play at this proper court in Blackburn.
Yeah.
We will go and drill, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
And this is it now. This is our run up to Rotter, and I'm really excited.
And also, it's not just, when you get to our age, let's say 50 to 70 bracket, a lot of people do. I know I'm saying 70. I only thought the other day I'm 16 years off 70. Actually, 18 years off 70.
Yeah, I'm 16.
You're 16. Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. But there's a lot of people suffer with injuries in this age group. Like someone messaged me the other day, pickleballer, and he's had a meniscus tear, and it's taken him ages to get over it. And now he's got the other one that started. And, it is hard. It is hard. I just worry that playing 3 times a week is going to put that extra strain on our bodies. And I do hope that we can physically come out of it and be okay.
I'm not worried about that. In fact, there's more of a physical strain now. I'm getting out of a car and getting out of my seat like an 80-year-old at the moment because I'm not playing enough. I feel like I've lost a bit of fitness, which I can get back. I'm not worried, but I'm less worried about playing more often. I felt so much at my peak when we got into the Nationals.
And I've also got to say that I'm feeling so...
You're getting emotional?
No, I'm excited every time I'm going on court at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I went through a phase where I call it the blues, let's call it the Pickleball Blues, where I really wasn't feeling it. I thought, like, have I had enough of this? Do I really need the stress? Do I enjoy it? And it was a dark time. And I feel like now I've come out of that. And I'm really excited. I can't wait for tomorrow to play again.
Okay.
And I'm really excited. I feel like my game is back to where it was. Probably just need to touch up a few things, but I feel like I'm playing well and I'm excited to get back on court. So, yeah, you're right. Things are looking up. We just need to get back into that cycle of playing 2 to 3 times a week.
But we also have to realise that this is a process, and tomorrow night we're going to get a good 2-hour session.
Close that blind because there's a bit of a glare coming from the sun.
It comes out when it's no use to us.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to realise this is a process. I'm really excited. We've got a great session tomorrow night, and there's going to be ups and downs, and I realise that. And then I'm really looking forward to playing in this tournament on Sunday, and there's going to be ups and downs.
Yeah, but
I can't wait to get back on the road playing with you. It's just, I'm really excited.
We have a laugh just going, as you say, on the road and just meeting people and just enjoying it again.
That's what we've sometimes lost.
I mean, when was the last time we did a tournament? It was
the Nationals. That was our last tournament.
Was that October?
That was October.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to get back out there and
I feel like this is the start of our climb. And we're gonna hit the ground just at the right time. We're gonna hit it at when we go to Rotter.
Only if you bring the Pro 4.
It's going to be in my bag. Don't worry.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Big week.
Yeah.
This week.
I'll let you take over now.
With obviously the Open being announced, and we were at Pickleball last night, and our session doesn't finish till 9. And I had it in my mind that registration opened at 9 o'clock last night, and people.
I wonder what the reasoning behind that was.
I don't know.
I guess generally people are sat at home.
Yeah, and people were saying in the session, "Are you going to stop at the end and register?" And I said, "No, I'll do it when I get home."
And I actually said,
I thought it's
the same as the Nationals, that it's not going to sell out. There's a lot more openings.
And I got home and I went upstairs and I had a shower. And I went on my phone and I looked at my category and it said 1 place left. 1 place left.
That's insane. So did you have to go through the whole process first before it told you 1 place left?
Yeah, so you choose. I can't remember if it already showed you or you choose your category. I just chose it and it said 1 place left in the gender and 3 places left in the mixed. Now, I didn't have a mixed partner. I managed to get a male partner Shout out to Paul. Looking forward to playing with you, Paul.
I can't wait to hear about you, the two of you playing together.
We love Paul. He's a great guy, so it's going to be exciting. And we will have an enjoyable time. We'll have a laugh as well. So we'd already prearranged, but then I panicked because I thought, what happens if he didn't get in? Like,
yeah, you were texting me very late for you.
Well, because it was a late partnership. We didn't really know. I didn't really know. Like you could. I think there was a way.
Were you just sort of going through people asking them, and
you could add your partner?
No. How did you come by?
I just
Paul?
thought. I don't know. I just remembered Paul, and I thought
you figured no one's going to ask him.
But there was a way that you can put your partners on hold. So I think we had like 48 hours.
Okay, because this is what I was going to ask you, because I know they had a lot of problems with the nationals, and so did you feel like the process was improved then?
But I didn't do that, so I didn't know if he'd got in. So I messaged him after I'd registered. I said, "Did you get in?"
Well, could you not look at who else was registered?
Yes, but I didn't know how to do it. It's all through Picklebook this time,
okay.
so I wasn't sure.
And how was that? Was that more complicated?
No, the process was dead easy, to be honest. But you just have to have your email registered with Picklebook.
So you logged onto the Picklebook website?
No, the link was Pickleball England, but I think it automatically works through Picklebook. And then I messaged Paul, and there was this long delay, and I thought, oh my God, he's not got in. I'm gonna have to look for another partner now. Anyway, messaged about, yeah, I'm in, which was great.
So have you hooked up the on the site now?
Yeah. So we're showing us partners.
Right. Okay. Now, so tell me your thoughts on the mixed, because I know this is always a bit of a.
So I thought, you know what? I'm going to Birmingham. I'm staying over. I'll do the mixed because it's such a great event. The Open. Yeah. You know what it's like, and it's such a great social, and I've got so many friends there, and we love to talk. I mean, I can't believe you're not going to be there, but we absolutely love going. And I thought, I'm there, I might as well play the mixed. So I just registered for the mix. I didn't have a partner at this point.
Right.
In fact, I didn't have a partner up to about an hour ago of coming onto this podcast. And then there was a way to look at people that were registered that hadn't.
So your partner that you got an hour ago, did you get that through?
Right. So you're meant to get an email, and in your email, at the bottom, there's a link to partners wanted.
Yeah. Okay.
I never got the email. So I actually messaged Karen, and she said you can do it through Picklebook, and you can search for a partner. And I managed to do it and found a lady who didn't seem to have a partner. And I just sent her an email.
How do you do that? Because obviously you've got people there saying partner wanted, but that might just be because their registration with their partner hasn't been hooked up yet. Are you looking them up on Facebook? Are you looking them up on Duper?
No, you can send them an email through that. So I sent this lady an email, and I said, have you got a partner? Because the system for some reason doesn't show partners, people who are looking for partners. It just shows who's playing. I couldn't figure out a way to find out who actually has a partner and who doesn't have a partner.
So how the hell did you go about doing that?
So I sort of cross-referenced between people that I knew who their partners were and people that I didn't. And I just found this one lady.
And did it have their ratings on there, or just the rating they've entered?
It has your Duper rating.
Right.
So I just sent her a message, and I said, hi, I'm Robert. Do you have a partner? Because I wasn't sure if she had a partner or not at this point. And she said,
why did you particularly pick her? Like, what?
There was no reason, because I just thought this was the first one that I thought she might not have a partner.
Right.
And dupers mean nothing, so I wasn't going off a duper because it doesn't really matter. No. She might have played a tournament a year ago and not done anything since.
Yeah. So also, you want a low duper, because then if you lose to someone high,
I don't know how it works.
Or if you win,
but I don't care. I don't care.
Sorry, I forgot you don't care.
I don't care
until tomorrow.
No, I don't care. Anyway, we've decided to play.
Okay.
She lives in Glasgow, so the chances of us getting a practice in are very slim.
Yeah.
So we'll turn up on the day, and whatever happens, happens. And this is the part of I've just got to have fun. and I've just got to enjoy it and not worry about anything else.
Well, look,
and that's
it
what
was
I'm going to
the same
do.
for me at the Nationals, and I ended up with Caroline, and it was brilliant. We had a blast. It was just brilliant.
But this is also how partnerships form, because who knows? You know, we could gel. It could be amazing.
Yeah,
could be a disaster. But
if not, so what?
Exactly.
If she's a nice person and nice to play with, that's all you need.
Exactly. And I'm really excited and looking forward to it. I don't even know if she listens to the podcast or knows how lucky she is. But we'll have fun. We'll have fun. Okay. We'll have a good time. So
does she know that she was the 100th person that you asked?
She wasn't. She was 105th. No, she wasn't. But look, it is what it is, and we'll go and enjoy. And I wanted to be there because of the other side of things. You know, as I said, I'll go out in the evening. I'll go for dinner on my own.
You won't be on your own.
No, I won't.
I mean, for somebody who has 0 friends in life, you've done really well in pickleball.
Yeah. So no, it's going to be an exciting time, and it's going to be an amazing event. So a shout out to Pickleball England, because we're all very excited about this.
Yeah, and we'll have Karen on again before,
and I'll have to
see how things are going.
FaceTime you while I'm there.
Well, are you on? Is the first day on Tuesday?
Yes, so it's Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay, well that's a little bit awkward.
Are you getting on the ship?
No, I'm flying that day.
Oh, you need to delay. So, imagine if your flight gets cancelled.
I'm just trying to think. I'm going from London. I actually think the flight might be around 3 o'clock. Actually,
right? Okay,
it's somewhere between 1 and 3. So if you're playing in the morning,
you can get Wi-Fi on planes now.
The Virgin have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, are you with Virgin?
Yeah,
it's only like £2 for like WhatsApp.
Maybe Pickleball people will pay for my Wi-Fi on the plane.
It's £2.
Is it £2?
It's like £2.50 for WhatsApping. But not,
okay,
if you want to WhatsApp, but for like FaceTime, it's like £20 for the flight or something. Okay. It's worth it.
That would be amazing. Yeah. We could do some recording.
Yeah, while you're on the plane.
Yeah, I'm sure the passengers around me would love that.
You can give them all stickers.
Which I did do when I went to Mexico. I mean, there's no expense spared here at Dink Towers.
So, yeah, I'm excited. From going to having no partners a day or so ago, I've now got partners.
Do you know, I'm excited because, like I said, I had such a great time in the mixed last year that I'm really excited for you to do that.
No,
it'll just be fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. And I guess you're in the 4-0. Is there a 4-0 and a 4-5? Because there wasn't.
No, I think it's 4-0 and open.
Oh, so there's still no 4-5.
I don't think so, because I've seen a few sandbaggers.
I was going to throw that grenade in a second, but
I've seen.
So go on, who?
I'm not mentioning names. I'm not mentioning names. You know who you are. Yeah.
Okay. Are you saying there's a lot of people who should?
Well, it's difficult. I think it's difficult. It is difficult because there's no 4-5. They're probably 4-5 players.
Is there definitely not a 4-5?
I can have a look. I don't think there was.
It's a shame.
I think it was just open.
We discussed this last time, and it needs a 4-5, and I think there are 4-5 in other age groups.
Possibly.
But I do think it sort of spoils the 4.0 division.
Just looking how to register again.
Okay, don't worry about it.
I don't think there is,
and it's a shame. I wish one day that they would have it, because it sort of makes it a bit more competitive.
But I do understand, like, people who are just on the verge of 4-5, which I think these few players are. Why not challenge yourself and go and play the Open?
I understand that.
You know, if you win a gold at 4-0 plus, and you're...
I mean, my personal opinion, I don't know who you're talking about, but if it's me and I've won a medal the year before, I'm probably going to want to push myself up. However, in their defense, in any of the categories, in their defense, if there is no 4.5 and there was a 4.5, these people would probably play in the 4.5.
Possibly, yeah. So I get it. I was only joking, sandbaggers. That's the Open. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not there. You know, it's a big part of our calendar, probably the biggest.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
Maybe I'll do commentary this time. No, you're not here.
Yeah. But the other thing, our friends Sammy and Heather, did you notice if they'd registered?
I actually messaged Sammy to see if they were coming, and they weren't sure because they had a lot on, she said. But I doubt it now.
Yeah.
If they haven't registered.
Okay, well that's good to know, because that means they can play against them with them.
Yeah. So I don't know if they have.
Okay, that's good.
I asked her to be my mixed partner.
Hence no reply. Yeah. It's a difficult one with the practicing together as well. I mean, how important is that? Yes, it's great if you have the opportunity, and
I think
and you
for
can,
something like the Open, you need to practice beforehand.
But I've been at the Open and Nationals and seen winners who have met on that day.
Yeah, it's very rare. I mean, for me to turn up and play with somebody that I've never been on court with before and know nothing about, you need to have a practice.
Yeah.
I'll have to go to Glasgow. Is there a Glasgow Open? Is there anything going on in Glasgow? Any competitions?
There is. There's one coming up.
When? I'll have to have a look.
I'm sure Carl mentioned that he was. Or did we just miss it?
I think we've missed it. But how far is Glasgow from here?
Looking at 3.5 hours. It's a nice drive, though.
Okay. Maybe I'll...
Unless she comes down to Telford. How far's that?
Don't know.
Because then, we can have a bit of practice together.
Well, that'll be good. And maybe I'll mention it and see if she wants to.
Yeah. It is difficult. I don't think it's the be-all and end-all, to be honest. I'm
not expected to go there and win.
If you're nice players, if you're a nice person and you're cooperative with each other.
Yeah, but you'll find that at that level, there's people that play together for a long time, and also, they'll be able.
You mean like us?
Yeah, but I'm talking about mixed, and they'll know who's taking what shots, who's where you are on court, what you're doing. To play and never have played before together is impossible. I mean, you can't expect much from that. So I would like to try and get some practice in if I can.
Okay.
But yeah, I've not signed up properly yet with that.
She could probably fly a bit quicker. You could fly Glasgow Airport.
Yeah,
but
I'm not flying. Right.
Maybe we'll see if there's any tournaments up there. But anyway,
we'll have a look.
So there was a comment which I've actually got here.
Yeah.
But it was a response to one of our videos, wasn't it?
Right. Yes, it was.
Can you remember what the video was?
Well, what was the comment?
I just realised I've got the. There was a really good comment from Grizzly.
Right. It was about drilling. I think it was the video.
Oh,
it was the
do
video
you need to drill?
Do you
That's
need to drill
right.
to get
okay
to be a better player.
So do you want to? It was.
Have you got the comment?
Quite helpful. Yeah. I don't know if you want to. Can you see that?
Which one is it?
This one here.
Yeah. Intro stage. Have fun. Get court presence. Try new things. Exercise. Gain a healthy mind. Game. I don't know what am I reading here?
Right. Okay.
Do you want me to find the comment?
No. Basically, we were talking last week about do you need to drill?
Yes, we were.
And Grizzly came back with a comment basically saying at 2.0 to 3.5, it's just have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, you're with it now.
Yes, I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just have fun.
Yeah.
Just get some court presence, try new things, exercise,
enjoy
gain a healthy mind. Gear, it is a minimal impact, which is something, what, I'm gonna go against what I said earlier. I'm just going to interrupt because I forgot. I had on my notes last week about, one of the myths in pickleball about the gear being so important. Gear being generally your paddle.
Paddles, yeah.
Like, how important is the paddle? Like on a percentage basis? Because I've asked this question.
95%.
But I've had anything from 20%.
I think,
and I don't think it's 95% because.
Well,
when I'm having a bad day, I could use any paddle.
Exactly.
And it makes no difference.
Well, you change your paddle every time. So in your head, it's the paddle. 100%.
No.
Actually.
But the paddle, don't get me wrong, the paddle is important.
We've all done it. Look, I've done it.
But you can also hit a good shot or a bad shot regardless of the paddle you use.
Yes, you can. But
so it's not 100%.
I'm not saying it's the paddle per se. I'm saying it's in your head that it's the paddle. The paddle makes 20% difference.
Yes.
But in your head, it's 100%.
Yes.
Because you play a few bad shots and you're lucky because you've got a load of paddles, but then you'll walk over and you'll swap your paddle because you think, I'll change my paddle, it just might help me. So in your head, it's 100%, but actually, a decent paddle will probably make you 10 to 15% better.
Yeah, and that's I was going to say around 20%.
Yeah.
So if you're stressed out there because you're having a bad night and you're changing your paddle, and we've got those people at our club, you know who you are. It's
Rob and Andy.
It's not the I don't think the paddle. I think it's 20%.
Right, carry on with the next,
anyway.
the next
Okay,
thing.
so basically, what Grizzly's saying is no. Drilling is not as important at 2 to 3.5. 3.5 to 4 is a big stage. It gets more physical, more court awareness demanded. The paddle matters slightly more.
Yeah.
4.0 is the area we've talked about a lot, and that's where you start
plateau.
hitting the plateau.
Yeah.
And most players get to this threshold, really, when you think about it.
And it's very hard to get from the 4.0 to the 4.5.
And what was interesting is that they also said that 90% of people stay at this level. And that, I thought, you know what?
I think
it's a bit of a light bulb for me.
Yeah, I think it's true.
Yeah. And I think we spent a lot of our plateau time being very frustrated that we were stuck at that level. But I think over time we've realized, and possibly more recently, that we are 4.0 players, and we're never going to be competing at the 4.5 and open.
Well,
at our
where we are
stage now, you know, if we get courts down the road and we're going there every day, things will change. But in our current circumstances, we're going to be staying at this level.
Yeah.
And I think that took a lot of pressure off us.
Yeah.
Because we were constantly looking into the future of we're going to be competing at 4.5 there, and you know, and I think we kept getting disappointed. You know, and that's where the gap between 4 and 4.5 is absolutely huge.
Yes. Because to get to the 4.5, you need more court time. You need to be drilling.
Yeah.
You need to have strategy. You know, all these things take time. And unfortunately, with lives and whatever else, and a lot of people don't have this time. And until we do get a facility nearby to just turn up when we want, we're not going to get to that level, because obviously life does get in the way.
Yeah.
And it depends how much you want it. And for us, we just want to enjoy where we are and be happy with that and have fun. And that's where we are at the moment. Now, do I want to get to 4.5 level? Absolutely. But I'm not putting the pressure on myself like I used to.
Yes, and we do, but we also have to realise the circumstances we're in. And it took us a long time to get to that point.
100% agree.
So we can reevaluate when courts open down the road.
It means it's a massive weight off our shoulders.
Yes, I agree.
Because we don't have to worry about that anymore. We've just got to play and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
Yeah. So thanks, Grizzly, for sending that in.
Yeah.
We will,
you know,
periodically get through the messages. It's just really hard to get through them all, but we do appreciate your messages, and we're getting more and more of them now.
Well, by the way,
engagement.
I like to mention this every time, but the viral video that we had,
an update.
Well, this video was about pickleball adding 10 years to your life. We're over 400,000 views now. I mean,
do we get paid?
No, we never get paid, but that's amazing. So really good stuff there. Right, next question.
God, we're at 33 minutes already.
Really? God,
yeah.
That went quick.
I feel like I've got through nothing.
I know, it went quick, didn't it?
Okay, so I'll let you while my notes are frozen.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about the paddles?
Oh, we're allowed to talk about them now.
Well, it's up to you. I'll give you some
paddles.
freedom to decide.
That's very nice. I want to talk about the paddles. So I mentioned this one here, which you can see, the Duo. I'll just take it out.
Right.
It's packaging, which is a Duo foam paddle by Enhanced Pickleball. We talked about it last week. Now,
I don't think we'd ever used an Enhanced before, had we? Have you ever bought one?
Never bought an Enhanced. I actually bought this paddle, and
we did discuss it.
I discussed it last
week,
night,
but the difference is I used it this time.
Last night, Andy used it because he was going through a bit of a blip with his paddles. And I said, just take this and try it. And you ended up using it for the rest of the night.
Yeah, now I found that on the wooden surface,
yes,
with the indoor balls, I found that I was really struggling to get any oomph on my shots, on my serves.
Well, you were using the Diadem, which one was it?
It was the Warrior Blue Core, which is not the newer version of it.
No.
And I was really excited to use it, and I was surprised. And that's why that paddle I don't want to judge it until I've used it.
Well, that is not a foam paddle. And the thing that these foam paddles do give you is that extra oomph.
No, it is a foam paddle.
Is it?
It was their first incarnation of the foam paddle.
Well, for me, well, maybe it was like almost a first gen of foam, because they brought a new one out.
Yeah,
since,
the new one that's more like the Pro 4.
Because the new foam paddles that are coming out are, I mean, they're touching the barely legal for me.
Yeah.
Because the oomph and the power you get from them is incredible. And you found that this Duo gave you that extra bit of power on your serves.
100%. I liked it immediately.
And that's how I felt with it when I played outdoors.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm going to let you use this tomorrow on the outdoor to see if you like it on that as well, because I found it brilliant.
Maybe we've got a swap happening in the future.
Maybe. But when I used it on the outdoor court the other week, it was awesome. And that's what made me buy it.
That's right. You used it the first time
Correct.
when we went to Blackburn.
And it was amazing. It was amazing. I didn't actually use it last night. I actually went back to the 6-0 black opal now,
which we reviewed recently as well. But I'd only played with that. You played with it very briefly, and I kept telling you, you've not given it a chance.
You're right.
So what made you go back to that?
I just thought, you know what, I need to give this another go. I didn't really give it.
Had other people, I know I'd raved about it. Had other people?
There's a few people I've seen playing with it, and someone else mentioned he was thinking about getting one, and I thought, you know what, why have I not really tried that paddle again? So last night I played with it, and I've got to tell you, it was amazing. Now, when I reviewed it previously, I said there was a lot of dead spots around the top. Now,
which I never found.
Well, I don't know if it was my game was just decent and I was hitting in the right places, but I found everything perfect. My drives, my resets. I won't say it's top tier spin, but I really, really enjoyed it. Now I'm going to use it again on the outdoor balls.
Okay, that's good.
Because I want to see how it sort of shapes up with that, because I don't think I've ever used it with the X40s.
No, but also I think you've been one that said, first of all, you put lead tape on everything.
Yeah. And I took it off this.
Yeah.
Because...
So you had lead tape on?
Yeah, and I found it worse with the lead tape.
So when did you use the lead tape? Yesterday?
No, last night it's had no lead tape.
Right,
It was the time I used it.
So you didn't take it off after you tried it yesterday?
No.
Okay. It's very, very weird, don't you think?
Yeah.
Because it's the one paddle that we found that works better without the lead tape.
Now, as I said, for me as well, this is not elongated. This is hybrid. So obviously I love an elongated paddle, but it didn't actually bother me last night.
No, and I think that's something else. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't like that shape," or "I don't like this shape," and I think that can be a lot. So I'm excited in your mind as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it again tomorrow on the other courts with the other balls, and then if I find that it does work for me, then I'm going to use it as my number one paddle and use it for the tournament.
But do you think that when you say you're going to try it, I know it's very easy for us when we say we're going to try it, and then after a few bad shots,
no, I'm going to use it for 2 hours.
You're going to use it for the whole 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not going to swap until I hit the net. Yeah.
Well, I'll believe that when I see it. But you know what?
I've got to.
You have to. And
I want it.
That is the only way.
Anyway, and because I played with it all night last night, if I play with it again all day tomorrow, and then go in the tournament with it, then I'm ready for that paddle. Yeah. So that's what I need to do, and I think you need to do the same. Whether you use this for 2 hours, the Duo.
I'll start with that
and see how
and if I'm happy with it,
let me tell you, it's
then
phenomenal.
I'm going to continue.
It's phenomenal on those courts, and you know, for me, it'd be between these two to use.
It's interesting because they really are. I mean, I'm looking. I know we've reviewed them recently, but it's really good that so soon after we're getting the opposite point of view, because you hadn't used that properly. I hadn't.
This is the thing, isn't it? You know, because we do review paddles. We really need to use them longer, and it's hard on rec play, on rec nights.
It is,
because
and not using them on both surfaces. Because let's face it, we do have to start reviewing for both surfaces.
Yes, we do.
We're not in America where generally using outdoor balls.
Yeah, and I want to recommend a paddle that works both on best on both, because some paddles don't.
Yeah.
So
if
you're going to buy a paddle, you want something that's going to be durable on both courts, don't
but
you?
what's really interesting about these two in particular is we said this, the 6-0, as amazing as it is, it's not for beginners.
Yeah.
Whereas the enhanced duo is being touted as a fantastic all-round paddle.
Yeah, which it is.
So has your opinion changed on the Opal about it being, maybe a bit more for beginners as well?
No, I still don't think it's for beginners. I think it's for intermediate to advanced players. Also, the 6-0 is 14 millimeter, where the duo is 16 millimeter, which is something to bear in mind if you like a 14 or a 16 millimeter paddle.
Yeah,
that's preferable. That's your choice, I guess. But the control, I just found.
I mean, I actually, if you can see here, I've actually done the perception in a comparison of sort of a mixture of what the perception out there is.
So let's tell everybody, because that looks
the
quite
Black Opal from a power. We're not power players.
No, but that's what I liked about it.
Yeah,
I didn't feel like
it is a power paddle.
You know how, like for me, like when I use the Franklin C45, which is another paddle I love, I feel like I have to put everything into it to get the power.
Yeah,
with the Black Opal,
particularly
it does
indoors,
the work for you.
Yes, I remember when I first used it. The serves immediately.
Yeah, it does the work for
fantastic.
You. The ball flies off it, which for me is great because I don't generate a lot of power. So for people that don't have a lot of power, it's a fantastic one to give you that power.
So the Enhance, which you actually found quite powerful, has an average rating of about 6 out of 10. It's sort of conservative
the power,
which just shows that a lot of the ratings out there. And this is why our reviews, I feel like our reviews are different because you can go on YouTube and get a half an hour review of each of these paddles and any paddles, but we'll just
tell you how it is.
Yeah, we're talking about how we feel about the paddle.
Yeah.
And this is really good that we can get a perception from both of us.
Yeah.
Because I think we had that many paddles. I think we started to say, you review that one, I'll review this one. But it's great to get two different viewpoints.
I agree. I agree.
So
the power on the Black Opal, they've given it 9 out of 10, which I agree with. I think it's really powerful. But when I used the duo, I've got to say that I don't think that 6 out of 10 score does.
Yeah, you felt it was more.
I think it's probably a 7 or an 8.
But it's you can't pigeonhole a rating because everybody has it. Some people generate more power than others.
This is just my take on it, and I say I don't generate a lot of power. So the duo and the Black Opal both gave me more power than I generate, but I'd say the Black Opal wins for the power on that.
And also, the internet is saying that the control and soft game wins for the duo, but I disagree with that as well. Although I've not used the duo as much.
Yeah, I think the duo was great for the soft game. I thought there was no sort of drop off with that. I think my control and everything was fantastic with the duo, but last night my control with the Opal was just as good.
And I felt that since the last couple of weeks I've not used the Opal, my control and soft game has dipped.
Yeah.
So, definitely well up there. From a forgiving point of view, but it's saying exactly what we
can I just say on the soft game, it's give the Black Opal 4 out of 10 there, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with that at all.
Which I thought yes, it's not forgiving, but I think this is where I think it's more for an advanced player because
but
if you hit the ball at the top, for example, it will just die. So your shots have got to be decent, and I think that's where it becomes a more advanced paddle.
Yeah, but we've both felt that from a soft game point of view, it's going to be in the 8s, really. We've not suffered from that point of view. Forgiving, yes, 100%. It's probably a 5 out of 10. But that's where it's more of an advanced paddle.
Yeah. Sorry if you can hear a dog barking. It's just my puppy in the background.
Untrained puppy.
Forgiveness. They give 5 out of 10 for the Opal.
Yeah.
Which is what I was saying.
Which is fair.
And the sweet spot, 9 out of 10 for the duo. For the sweet spot on that, which I agree. I think
so. It's good because if you're not as intermediate in your playing, then the enhanced duo is probably more for you.
Yeah.
But from a no pun intended, but from an enhanced player, then I couldn't recommend the 6-0
It's
enough.
interesting what it says about the learning curve there, because it's saying that for the learning curve for the Black Opal, you need 2 to 3 weeks to be able to learn how to use this paddle. Yet for the Duo, it says that it's basically ready to go out the box.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a new paddle and you want a good all-round paddle, then the Duo is a really, really good bet, and it's not expensive at all, like 150 quid. I'm not sure how much the Black Opals are at the moment.
It's a bit more expensive.
Probably a bit more.
But it's a premium top paddle.
But I'd like to give you another update next week on both these paddles, because you'll have used that on the outdoor, and I'll have used this on the outdoor.
Yeah.
So we'll give you another. Don't go and spend your hard-earned cash yet. We'll give you another update.
You know what else was interesting is that I've actually researched indoor and outdoor perceptions as well.
Okay.
And it's saying exactly what we've said, that we've never felt a shift for indoor and outdoor with the Black Opal.
Well, that's what I'm going to. I don't know exactly what it's saying, because I've not used it outdoor. I've only used it on the indoor.
Right. So, I don't think you'll have any issues.
I'm excited. Like it more. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm hoping I will. So that will be really interesting. Well,
yeah, that's it. Another one gone.
Another one wrapped up. So if you're in Sheffield this weekend, come and say hello.
Yeah, before we play.
Because we won't be speaking after we play.
I think we kick off about 1:15.
Right, okay.
So we'll be down there early.
We'll probably be hungover because we have a party on Saturday night as well, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So that's our excuse. We're getting the excuses in early. Yeah, come and say hello. Keep your messages coming in. We do really appreciate all your support.
Yeah, and we'll get to as many as we can. I mean, you know.
We've got so much to get through, honestly. It's crazy.
And if you can just spread the word, you know, it will be really helpful. We've still got the discount code, thanks to Pickleball people.
Yeah. EBTKD.
Use
is the code. And we look forward to seeing you very soon.
Yeah, have a great week.
Take care.